Assalamu alaikum everyone. My name is Fatma Mujib and I'm the student of BS Social Sciences 5th semester. Today my presentation topic is Gender World, a study of gender role construction within online gaming communities. Like in this presentation, we're going to explore how gender roles are created, reformed and challenged in online gaming communities. So let's start with the introduction. So nowadays, like, online gaming is more than just a fun. It's a space where social norms are performed and challenged. In my research, I aim to study like how gender roles are created in these spaces, like through the games themselves, and how players interact and how communities evolve, like what the role of communities in this. Okay, so res- what's the research question of my proposal is like what influenced the formation of gender roles in gaming community? Like how are these roles created and formed? So let's. So what's the significance of the study? Like gaming communities are like smaller version of real society. They challenged or reinforced gender norms, like by studying these gaming, we learn like how digital space influence social perceptions of genders. Review of literature, like existing research like focuses on gender representation in characters, women's experience of harassment in games, like in this research, research so far has looked at gender representation in games and the challenges women face in gaming society and gaming spaces, like as well as we talk about the gap in literature, like literature gap, research gap, like few there are like few studies like which explore like how players and communities actively shape gender roles. Now let's talk about the conceptual framework. Like we have key component, like we have three key component: player identity. Like player identity is like how player express their gender in games. Then we have the game mechanism, like influence of designs, etc. Like in this we like talk about how game themselves influence gender role through design and storytelling. Community dynamics, then we have like how players interact and reinforce norms in group. Like then we are using three kind of theories, like a social construction. In social construction, it's like gender is shaped by society, not biology. Then we have Judith Butler's theory, where he said like gender is something we perform. Like then we have the third one, which said that the masculinity study like focuses on the toxic masculinity and gender norms. So the research methodology like I'm going to use for my research is like qualitative research. Like why is in qualitative research, like as we know, like interviews, observation and context analysis to collect the data. We have then few methods like semi-structured interviews, like we will do semi-structured interviews with the diverse players, like participant observation of the gaming interaction. Then we have the context analysis of gaming games and forms. Then the sampling, we are going to like by sample my sample, like the sample I'm going to use, like it will include diverse participants and I will take special care or to protect their privacy and safety. Data analysis, the approach is like thematic approach, like thematic analysis, like identify recurring themes in the data. Like to analyze the data, I will look for themes across like interviews, observation and content. Like then we have triangulation, like using multiple data, as I told above. Like we are going to use like interviews, observation and content for accuracy. Then the validation techniques will help me to avoid biasness. Then we have outcome, like I expect my research like to how, show that like how gender roles in gaming are influenced by players, communities and game design. Like players often often challenge norm but stereotype an issue like toxic masculinity remains significant.